Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be doing our attacks on the Plague Creeper, and I thought today was going to be the final day to take down the boss. However, it looks like a lot of people have their boss stuck in like 7 to 8% range of his health. Potentially he could go down today, but there also is a thought that maybe there's some hard limit on like how much damage we're going to be able to do, and that tomorrow will be the final finishing day. We'll have to wait and see about that, but either way, this could be our last attempt at the boss. It's just pretty much right after reset right now. I've leveled up my team as much as I can. Basically, I've min-maxed everything to try and get a top ranking score. Right now, we are in the second position. Splash is in number 1 at 22 billion. What we're going to have to do in order to break this 21.8 billion, like, sticking point is we're going to have to wave clear faster. I'm going to try again the right thorn positioning. People have had better success with the left thorn positioning. For example, even Crust and people who are getting top scores have gotten some of their top scores with thorn on the left. But I want to try thorn on the right first because that usually works out pretty well for me. The positioning ends up being fairly good. One issue for me is that I still don't have the epic charms on Cassidy or Carolina, which would have increased their damage by quite a lot, but I have good levels on them. We're over the 651 mark, which is going to be a stat boost, and we're ready to go for run number 1. Let's see if we can break 22 billion. Even if we can break it, it doesn't matter how much higher than that we can go. I just want to break this point that we're stuck at, and the only way to do that is to wave clear fast enough so that we will get more cycles of the boss stage to then deal our damage. Okay, that seemed, I mean, maybe a little bit slow, but overall not too bad. Rain Tide gonna go off vertical on the boss, clear it very quickly. It's all about this, all these Plague Rot clearing. Because the boss, like, you're gonna clear him with the damage that you have. And from what I've seen from the top scoring runs, like from Crust even yesterday, he was using the Running Tide, or somehow it lined up that Cassidy was Running Tide on this Plague Rot stage, and that rapidly cleared the wave for him, and then he could get back to damaging the boss. So far, we haven't been able to do that. All of our Running Tides have been going off on the boss, but let's see. 47 seconds left. Hopefully, just the resonating level upgrade that we have compared to yesterday could be maybe enough to break through these waves. We have a good amount of buff stacks onto Cassidy, more than the Carolina. Running Tide gonna go off here. Apply the buff to everyone. Tidal Strength for our team. Okay, we're on the boss. This is like, I'm really nervous. I really want, like, and there's nothing you can really do about it. It's about the RNG of your runs. And there have been other people who've gotten stuck at this 21.8 billion mark for 2 days in a row. And yesterday was the first time we made it to 21.8 billion. And so today is the day after that, and I'm hoping that we have the power to break through. It's this one. So we need to clear this wave with these 3 big Plague Rots fast enough, and probably we need like 6 seconds, like within 7 seconds left, so we can get back to the boss. Because the boss takes like 5 seconds to spawn. Like you're gonna see right here. Okay, we're back to the boss. Okay, we're gonna get our new best because we got some damage off on the boss. That's what we needed to happen, and it's all about wave clearing fast enough to get this cycle. 22 point. Yeah, we weren't able to get that much damage off on the boss, but at least that should be a new record. Okay, and no damage subtracted. I wonder if they made a patch to this, a silent patch, because I haven't been getting any damage subtracted recently. Okay, 16 billion damage with the Cassidy, and then we have Carolina. And now that we've got a new record, I think we have nothing to lose by trying the Thorn on the left positioning. We're going to try it again. Yesterday, I know it ended up doing really badly for us because Cassidy ended up wandering to the right, and you want Cassidy to be grouped up with your team, but people have run Thorn on the left and Cassidy has not done that for them, and I think it's about maybe the RNG of the minion of Floribel and killing something fast enough. So we're gonna try that. Maybe with good RNG this positioning can maybe do better. Let's take a look. Okay, but it's all about the positioning and the timing of the ultimates of Cassidy. And the epic charms will make a bit of a difference, so please, Cassidy, don't move to the right now. Stay with your team. Okay, good. Good. That's perfect. She's in a good position for our team. Hopefully she stays here. Vertical Running Tide doesn't connect with the Thorn, unfortunately, but I think the rest of the team has it. And Thorn is probably the least priority target because you're going to see he wastes a lot of time casting his skills and his ultimate. that he doesn't get that many normal attacks off. Anyway, Running Tide did it get the Mr. Carlisle or not? Don't think it managed to clip him because he was just walking into range. It looks like we're doing pretty well clearing the waves. 54 seconds left. Yeah, but it is RNG at the end of the day, how smooth the run goes for you. But definitely the epic upgrade charms onto Cassidy Carolina that we don't have, that would have been a pretty big upgrade. I think especially Cassidy's charms have done really well for people because it gives you boosted energy recovery. It might be just the right amount to cycle your ultimates better. And of course it would give you higher stats too. And Carolina charms as well because she's an essential part of your wave clear too. The other ones not so much. Like, I mean, like we've already mentioned, Cecia and Floribel, they're mainly here for their summons and to be bodies for the tidal strength buff. So they don't need more stats and they don't need like charms to increase their damage. And because their charms only increase, like for example, Cecia's charm is only to increase her damage dealt to the boss. It's not for your whole team. Which is what I was confused about when I first saw it. I thought maybe it would be for your team. Okay, so unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to make it in time. We need to clear the wave right now. Yeah, we're not. I think the boss is just going to spawn. We're not going to be able to get any attacks off. Even though, I mean, we still broke the 21.8 billion sticking point, but it's going to be a slightly lower score. Yeah, I think this is probably our maximum potential for our team right now. 22.3 billion damage, almost exactly like the Thorn on the right. So, yeah, I think for our final run, we're going to do Thorn on the right again, because it seems like there's not much of a difference between right and left. I think it's based on the RNG. And that's also what Crust said to me, because I was asking him, did you have better success or luck with Thorn on the left? And he thinks it's just RNG at the end of the day. And that's what it looks like, because Cassidy pretty much ends up in the same positioning. And I don't see how having the Thorn on the left would improve your chance of clearing the wave by that much, really. Okay, so this is pretty much the potential of our team with the current like upgrades we have. 651 resonating or level on Cassidy and Carolina. Getting to that next 1 level threshold is an important boost for your stats, because one thing that might be misleading is leveling up from 651, for example, to 660. There's not that much of a stat boost. You get a major stat boost on the next level up. For example, from 660 to 661. So even here to optimize a bit, I could have leveled up probably with all of these training manuals going Cassidy up to 660. But it wouldn't have been as big of a boost as, for example, 660 to 661. So overall, even if 22.3 billion is our maximum score we get, I'm pretty happy, almost 22.4 billion, because today Crust, for example, got 23.5 billion, and I've always been kind of like 1 billion behind him, and so like even if I can maintain that and keep it up, I think that's really good. And I think actually, at least from my server, because we've not been taking down the boss's health as rapidly as others, even if some people kill the boss today, I have a feeling we might have a chance of getting one more attack on the boss tomorrow, and then even trying to break this score. And I hope so. But if it isn't the case, then it's been a lot of fun doing all of these attacks on the Plague Creeper and all of like the updated teams and like the theory crafting. It's been so much fun, and I can't wait now for Shell Brute to come around, and I think that's going to be coming in like 10 days. I think around 10 days from now. Okay, clear fast. This is our chance. 11 seconds left. We have to clear really quickly. Running Tide. Nice Running Tide. Yeah, that is really good, but there's still some more Plague Rods to go down. 7 seconds. Oh no, 7 seconds. Okay, we're on the... No. Yeah, too late. The Plague Rods are taking too long to clear. It's about the RNG of how fast you clear the Plague Rods. So this shows you that, for example, we got one right and left run, both of them making it onto the final stage of the boss that we needed. And then this one didn't make it there. Okay, so overall, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed all the progress through the Plague Creeper, all the team optimizations. We'll just end it off on Crust replay with basically maxed out potential of a run. And people have, there's one person who got 23.9 billion who shared in the Discord chat, but I think it's pretty much just down to the RNG of the run, because even Crust, he has pretty much fully maxed out heroes on his account. in like plus 15 exclusive equipment on everyone, and he even managed to get the epic charms on everyone. So he's just, yeah, this is basically the maximum potential. And 27 Graveborn talent faction, which is also a big decent buff. You get another 2% attack compared to me at like 25. I'm missing out on another 2% attack boost for your team. So now we'll watch on 2x speed the optimal team, like maximum potential team, and then what it can do. Yeah, and it's all about the wave clear. And really, I'm just interested to see on the final stage of the boss, how much uptime does he have? Like, we had maybe 4 to 5 seconds uptime in our best run. And I'm suspecting he probably has, like, maybe he even kills that final boss stage and goes back to the waves for a bit more damage. Or even if that doesn't happen, I'm sure he'll have like at least 10 seconds of uptime of the final boss stage. Yeah, so after this, it will be the final boss stage. This is the hardest wave to clear because the 3 plague rots are really tanky. Yeah, he has 10 seconds exactly uptime of this boss stage. And is he going to make it back into a wave? Where it's just raw damage onto the boss. And look at this. This is really, that increases your damage potential when all of your damage is focused onto the boss. You have the magic defense shred from the Supreme Plus of Cassidy's ultimate onto the boss, and then all of your magic damage coming off. And in total, over 18 billion damage dealt by Cassidy. Cassidy was the carry for the Plague Creeper, and everything else was just a facilitator and allow her to get off her damage. So overall, amazing to see what can be done with the maximum potential upgraded account. After our attacks, now the boss is down to 10% health. But I don't know, I have this weird feeling that there might be some limit in place. But if there isn't, like if for example, there's not going to be any reduction in the amount of damage that the boss will be taking after more people attack, then I definitely think we can clear the boss today. Yeah, so overall, really nice that we were able to break the 21.8 billion sticking point. That is where Gazon is at right now, and that's where I was at yesterday. And I was just hoping to break that. Even if I couldn't, I didn't really want to get like maybe 22.5, 23. I just wanted to break that and get a bit of damage on that final boss stage, and then I'm satisfied. Because we broke that final threshold that we needed to do. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Good luck on your performance in the Plague Creeper. Just to recap the teams, I'll go into Dream Realm quickly because this might be the final day. If you're going to run this Cassidy version, your Cassidy should be at least Mythic Plus, plus 10 exclusive equipment, or Supreme Plus, plus 5 exclusive equipment, and ideally plus 10. You really want to run. Of course, you're going to need the 2 Graveborn buff tiles if you want maximum effect in this team, and most people should be able to put that together by now, based on the amount of like talent orbs you have. And then you've seen the Cassidy team. You can try Thorin on the right, you can try Thorin on the left, or you can even try Thorin on the middle with Floribel and Cecia in this position to force Cassidy to run up the middle. These are the 3 positions you can try for this team. Resonating Spell is the best for this Cassidy Floribel team. The other option is there is a standard Graveborn if you don't have Cassidy invested, and that is going to be with Cecia as the sacrifice, Lily May, assuming you have Lily May invested with the Resonating Spell, is the overall, on average, higher performing team, Carolina on the other buff tile, and then you're going to have Thorin to have Soul Plunder onto the boss, and finally, it was Rainier, right? Yeah, finally it is going to be the Rainier to increase again the damage dealt to the boss and also give the attack buff to Lily May. This is the optimal Graveborn team without Cassidy. For both this team and the Cassidy team, you're going to need ideally plus 10 exclusive equipment on Carolina. It doesn't have to be, it can be plus 5, but you need to have a Mythic Plus. You cannot run it without Mythic Plus Carolina. The damage will be too low. So that is what you should be shooting for. Now, if you don't want to do the Graveborn and you just want to stick to the Lightbearer comp, you're going to be doing Tide Call because you're going to cast a lot of ultimates. Rowan on one of the energy buff tiles. The other energy buff tile is going to be given to Corrin, who is your main source of damage from his true damage. And then but this also allows him to cast ultimate more to clear the waves and the plague rots. And then you're going to have Merrily, Smokey, and then finally Elsa, because Elsa will cast the ultimates most rapidly. You can run her even before Mythic Plus, but your big breakpoint, what you're aiming for, is Mythic Plus +5 exclusive equipment to make this team more effective. If you don't have, if Elsa is not working so well for you, you can try replacements, and I have mentioned this in another video. But it is basically Freyaster is one option, with the main Freyaster on the Rowan for energy and the other Freyaster on Corn. But like, damage reduction doesn't really matter, no one's really dying, but yeah. Or you can try, if you don't have Mikola to Supreme Plus yet, you can try her. But don't use Mikola at Supreme Plus, because then she will not be able to recast her ultimate. Because her Curse Sphere will remain unaffected in duration, meaning it will never end. And as long as you're controlling On Arena, and you're going to be in control of On Arena for the whole fight. So you wanted to keep casting your ultimate to stack up the Tide Call and also to give the Corrin his true damage. So those are the basic variations you can try, and these are the ones I recommend. For the Light Bearer, you'll have to do two buff tiles into the Light Bearer faction, and even if you want to do it as cheap as possible, just get 17 faction talents into the tree, level up all 10 from the stage 1, and on stage 2 just level up the left side, for example like on the Light Bearer, and then you're going to get to the extra talent buff tile. That is your major source of damage. There's a little bit of damage that can be gotten from this skill upgrade for Light Bearers, for example, and Graveborn, kind of similar, but it's a very minor thing. So even if you're just upgrading the left and get 17 talents, you're totally good to get a pretty good score. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Good luck on getting a high ranking for your, maybe, if today is the last day for your Plague Creeper, then good luck on it. Otherwise, tomorrow, if your Plague Creeper is not going down today, make sure, if possible, to log in right after reset and do your attacks, because you're going to gain the training manuals and season essence from doing that, and you would miss out on that if the Plague Creeper goes down. And it's going to go down really, if we have one more day of this Plague Creeper, it is going to go down in, like, honestly 5 to 10 minutes after reset, because a lot of people wait for reset and then they begin doing their dailies, right? And they're probably going to just take down this boss within 5 to 10 minutes. This is usually what happens. So just keep that in mind and try to get your attacks out ASAP. And I'm going to try to do that tomorrow if we do have that. So maybe we have another attempt at getting a higher score. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.